So we're going through different attacks and different things. My message for tonight is technically it's going into the morning. I haven't been asleep yet. And is I considered everything I was going through, I was so overwhelmed. I felt like I just wanted to die. I felt like, I can't take all of this. I need to just, dealing with fear. I was like, I just want to take some pills to cut my wrist. And um, the prophetess K, she did confirm it. And like literally the next day, she confirmed it and confirmed to me a lot with my situation. So I thank God for that. But as I was standing on my stairway, thinking about what happened, I know I've been through a lot. I had things happen, and I had a guy who I trusted that I went to high school with. I believe he put something in my drink, and I invited him as a guest to my house, so I did invite him. He, was chilling with me, and we did have sex, but I went out, and I have never in my life not remembered what happened. And he was questioning me a lot about like, oh, do you remember? Do you remember? And someone that's from the streets was like, usually people will put roofies in people's things, and he was like, that person might have been asking, do you remember? Just to test to see if you remember what happened to you. And it woke my mind up. And then I was also just going through some other issues. So it made me feel real overwhelmed along with everything else. And I don't know. I guess I never really faced the issue until this week. I never really had anybody enlighten my understanding that was really considered a rape. What he did, he also put his hands on me. He also, for no good, it was not a good reason, to strangle me to the point I couldn't almost breathe. And I went to high school with this person. I trusted this person. And just to let you know, like, as I was sitting here and I was like, I didn't really want to die. I just wanted to, like, for some reason, just, I guess, like, feel like I could take a relax away. But I do believe if you kill yourself, you go to hell. So it was no way that I was going to do it, thank God. But I definitely prayed. Because even just having a thought scares me enough to immediately pray that thought away. So I prayed immediately throughout the whole situation. So as I was thinking about the fact, like, I just feel like, pouring out, like just bleeding, just crying. And I don't know if it was just like pouring out type of feeling, like just wanted to pour this out, pour all these emotions out. And I was thinking like about the image of bleeding. And I was thinking about how Christ, Immanuel, same as Jesus. I just say Immanuel, and the Son of God. I was thinking that he already bled for us. So he bled. So my message for tonight is, you don't have to bleed. He already bled for us. So just remember, if you're going through something and you feel like everything's coming on you, just remember Christ, Immanuel, died for us. So you don't have to bleed. Whether your heart's bleeding in the inside, your soul is bleeding, your emotions is bleeding. And like I said, I wasn't going to do it. It just was like a thought, but it was no way because I knew I would. First of all, if I had pursued it, then that meant I gave up, and I didn't really want to give up. I just was overwhelmed and just afraid. I was outside of a hospital facing health challenges, and I didn't know what was going on. And also, even though I believe in taking care of yourself, if you having issues, seek help, whether it's healthcare issues or whether it's you're going through some depression and going through different things in your life, or thinking even just the thought of committing suicide. So obviously you're at a point where you're feeling just a little overwhelmed or scared or feeling like things going on and it's just too much to bear. But even with that, God said He won't put them on us that we can bear. So, just don't give up. If you need help, please seek help. Read, seek knowledge. God said He'll give us wisdom and knowledge and discernment. So just pray for God help these situations. And don't be scared to go to the doctors or think like, oh, my life is over, because it might not be as bad as you think. Because things wasn't as bad as I thought. And they got resolved within like the same night. So I did all that. But I mean, it was logical because it was good that I addressed it. So anytime you take one thing off your shoulders, that's always a blessing. So it was one little less. So praise God for that. But that's my message tonight. Just don't bleed, because remember He bled for us. All right. Good night.